Yes, one between the liners. We are back here again. Another match reaction, another loss this season. Our 14th loss in all competitions this season. I just feel so flat. Manchester United have lost 2-1 to Nottingham Forest away from home. From the inspiring performance against Villa the other day to the complete opposite performance today. Uninspiring, flat, tepid, turgid, lack of energy, lackadaisical, lethargic. Wow. I'm not even going to follow the usual format that I usually follow for these match reactions. Forget the positives, forget the negatives. I'm going to take it through the starting lineup from number 1 to number 11 and anyone else that came off the bench, because that performance was absolutely abysmal. Onana, I don't think he was that bad today. But if you look at his opposite number, Matt Turner, who of course made a mistake at one point and was a cause for Nottingham Forest conceding a goal. How many times did you see Matt Turner come and collect that ball and catch it in his hands from a cross, from a throw-in? Or how many times did you come and see Matt Turner parry out the box? Compare that to Onana. And like I'm saying, I'm not saying Onana had a bad game today, but imagine how confident your defence can be if you've got a goalkeeper behind you who you know is going to come and catch the ball. Onana, today, to be fair, I saw him punch the ball out of the box once today, which is the first time in a long time. But commanding of the box, does Onana have it? I don't think so. And I hate to say it this early, he's only been here for half a season. Maybe the Onana project has failed. And like I said, he didn't have a bad performance today. But I want to see my goalkeeper demanding and commanding his box, and I'm not seeing it. Next, Wan-Bissaka. You guys know I love Wan-Bissaka. One-on-one, he's one of the best defenders in the world, taking on his fullback, taking on his opposite winger and getting the ball off them. Today, lethargic. Passes out into the midfield and into the attack. So casual. It looks like he wasn't fit enough today. Rafa Varane. I think he was pretty solid for like 45, 50 minutes. Then potentially at fault for the goal, the Nottingham Forest first goal, where him and Evans were playing the wrong line. They're both in different positions. Evans is trying to play offside. Varane's deeper. Lack of communication, lack of understanding between the two. Can you really blame them? They've had to switch it up, the defensive pairings, throughout the whole season. I don't know. But outside of that, the last 20 minutes of that game, Rafa Varane looked like he'd absolutely collapsed. Looked like he'd absolutely crumbled. The amount of times he gave the ball away was pathetic. Headers given away, passes given away, tackles were flimsy, rash challenges. Shocking. Evans was about the same. I thought he had a decent, solid 60 minutes. Then obviously they made that mistake for the Nottingham Forest goal. And then after that, he gave the ball away a few times. I wouldn't say as much as Varane, but he still gave it away. Lack of communication with him and Varane. Dalot. What did Dalot do today? 2 of Forest goals came from down that side, from cutbacks into the middle. I'm not sure. Could he have done better to stop the crosses coming into the middle? I'm not sure. Could he have taken down his wingers down the line like you're meant to as a fullback? In an attacking sense, did he provide anything? He obviously had that shot against the post, which was all right, but what else did he provide? Mainu got subbed off at half-time. Not really sure why. Didn't really impress that much in the first half either. Wasn't his usual composed self. Didn't really keep the ball as much as usually does. But also didn't really make any mistakes. Eriksen, one of his worst games in a while, to be honest. Didn't really knit anything together. First half maybe knitted a few passes together between defence and attack. Outside of that, some of his final balls in the second half was pathetic. First time corners going into Matt Turner's arms in the last minutes. Some crosses from outside the box were too narrow into Matt Turner's arms. Didn't create any clear-cut chances. Bruno Fernandes, I thought had a good first 15 minutes. Outside of that, lack of composure. Couldn't really win the ball back off the Forest players quick enough, which is part of his job in this team. And you know what? In the last 20 minutes when we're needing a goal, we're 2-1 down or 1-1 at least when we got the goal, and you need someone to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. You need your leaders and your captains to step up. Didn't really see much. Didn't see anyone go and grab the ball outside of Garnacho, who I'm going to get to shortly. Didn't see anyone with the desire to think, you know what, we can get a result here against Forest. Didn't see it at all. And Bruno Fernandes, I expect more from. He's the captain, his best player in the team, and I didn't see him try and grab that game by the scruff of the neck and take it to the Forest players and try and get a result for the United team. Go demand the ball. Go try and create a clear-cut chance. At least demand the ball and act like you can grab this team and take them to a result. At Forest away, who are shit. They're a dead team. The players out there on that pitch should not be beating the players that we have on that pitch, regardless of managers' tactics, regardless of injuries. Not good enough. Anthony, please, Ten Hag, I'm begging you, if you want the sack, keep playing McTominay and Anthony. Because these guys are going to be the downfall of your Manchester United career. Anthony is whack. I didn't gas him up last season. I tried to stick by him last season. I gave him some credit because I was at Old Trafford when we beat Barcelona and I saw Anthony right in front of me score a goal into the bottom corner and we knocked out Barcelona in Europa League. After that, what the hell does my man provide? I honestly don't know what he provides. Someone tell me, outside of defensive work rate, even today, he didn't even defend that much, didn't have that much urgency tracking back. What does that guy provide in attack? He doesn't try cross it, barely beats a man, doesn't try shooting. I don't even know. How is he playing so many games? And I get it, Højlund was injured, but I'd rather just play Amad Diallo, who I'll get into shortly. Garnacho. Not his best performance in terms of attacking output, to be honest, and the final ball wasn't great. But there's one thing I want to give Garnacho credit for, which I also credited him for in the Aston Villa game. He's the only one in this team who I honestly thought could actually sense that we can potentially get something against this team because Forest are dead. He was the only one that was trying to grab the ball and take on his man and try to get something into the box or work back and track back and get the ball back for his team. The only one. The same way he did against Villa. And he was the reason why we even scored a goal. He gets back the ball from Matt Turner. He's passed it out. His distribution was poor. He acknowledges, he's smart enough to acknowledge Matt Turner's distribution was poor that game. Every time he tried to pass it out, he's read it. Not only that, he's got the desire to slide in and make sure he wins the ball. Not only that, he gets up and passes the ball. And it's a very good pass to Rashford, to be honest, and very good decision-making from Garnacho because I thought he might have gone for a shot himself. Very good decision-making. A great pass to Marcus Rashford. And fair play to Rashford. It was a good finish. It was a great finish. Garnacho, I'll personally say, was our best player today. Rashford, outside of the goal, did nothing. He must have had the least touches on the pitch. I'm not sure, but he probably had the least touches for any player to start for United today. No inspiration for his team. He's meant to be one of the senior players in this team. Didn't come back and try to get the ball and make things happen. Didn't make enough runs behind the defence. When he got the ball, gave it away. Pathetic performance. And I know he's got the goal, but that's not enough. Taking it onto the bench players, Reguilon came on really late, at least shows a bit of urgency whenever he's on. McTominay came on in the 45th minute. What did he do in that second half? What are you thinking, Ten Hag? What did McTominay do in that second half? Did he touch the ball? I can't remember him doing anything. I can't remember a pass out wide. I can't remember holding it up. You're bringing him on to get a goal, I guess, from Ten Hag or to try and create havoc in the box. He did nothing. Like I said, McTominay, Anthony, there will be the reasons why Ten Hag gets sacked, if he ever gets sacked or when he ever gets sacked, which I'll get onto Ten Hag shortly as well. Amad Diallo, great to see him back. Not going to say he had an amazing game, but at least he shows a bit of intensity and a bit of directness, has a bit of composure on the ball. Anytime he got on the ball, he tried to look inside, he tried to look forward, tried to create some kind of thing. I wish he had a bit more drive and a bit more directness today, and I think he would have troubled that Nottingham Forest left back who was dead. But I guess that he's coming back from injury, new to the United team after a long time away from the club. Can't really be too harsh on the kid. He's better than Anthony. I saw enough in him in that last half an hour to suggest that he's better than Anthony, and I don't want to see Anthony again. Get Amad Diallo back in that starting lineup. Anyone else come off the bench? No. The manager now. Gaffer, I've tried to stick up for you as much as possible. To continuously start Anthony, to continuously get McTominay into the team, and it's not good enough. I don't get it. I'm trying to defend you. I'm trying to back you. I'm trying to justify your decisions, but I'm struggling here. You're not helping me. The team that you have, the resources that you have at United should be good enough to beat that starting 11 that Nottingham Forest have put out. We've got Anthony Elanga getting assists against us. It's not good enough. Some of your signings, Onana, Anthony, questionable. Sorry, there's a spider here, trying to get rid of it. Eric, 14 defeats already by the new year is the most defeats we've had at Man United in 93 years, I think Gary Neville said, or the other commentator. And that's absolutely disgraceful. There's no other way to put it. The team you have should be doing better, and you have to take some blame for that. Whether it's the tactics, whether it's the lineup, the personnel, something's not working. What are you guys doing in training with the set pieces? So many of our throw-ins are absolutely abysmal. Corners, abysmal. Free kicks, abysmal. Eric Ramsey, the set piece coach, what are you doing? Is there no set piece training going on at all? Or are these players just technically not good enough? I'm confused, man. Like I said, the players aren't good enough. The manager has to take some of the blame. Like, the players aren't good enough, but they should still be getting a result against this team. Thinking about the Forest goals as well, obviously I've spoken about the communication issues between Evans and Varane, but at the same time, like, Ten Hag, do you take some blame here? Because the first goal, Dominguez is coming off the left, which partially, if you go look back at it, McTominay, he's trying to either cut out the cross or what? I guess he's trying to cut out the cross, but he's in the wrong position to cut out the cutback because he's not there. Secondly, there's a man behind him, so if McTominay's coming from Manu and he's playing the 6 or the holding position, he's in the wrong position to stop the cutback. How many cutbacks do we concede every single game this season? Or even in the last season? So many cutbacks, so predictable what teams are going to do, and they know it's effective against us. 2 cutbacks, 2 goals. The first one, McTominay, don't know where my man is. Amad Diallo, I hate to be harsh, but Dominguez is coming from the left. Is that your man there? If you go back and look at the replay, Amad's just watched him go into the middle, and Dominguez has had a free effort on goal. The second one, McTominay, where are you? Ericsson, where are you? McTominay's made the decision to go down the right-hand side because there's 2 guys there against Dallo. So I get it, I understand. But then where's his midfield partners? Ericsson, Bruno, where are you? You know we concede so many cutbacks. Honestly, I don't know what else to say, man. You guys let me know in the comments. Is it time for Eric to go? Is it more down to the players? Let me know, innit? Very frustrating for Man United. Now, next, who do we have? Sorry, we've got... let's just check who we have next. We've got Wigan in the FA Cup on the 8th of January. Then we've got Spurs at home on the 14th of January. I just hope we don't get embarrassed by Wigan and the Spurs at Old Trafford. We'll probably lose. Let's be real. That's just the feeling we're having right now. Before this game even started today, I said we was going to lose to the boys in the group chat. I told my barber yesterday we're going to beat Forest and they're going to cause us problems. My barber, V, said that he had confidence and that we was going to turn up against Forest and then we could get a result. V, I told you, this United team, you can't rely on them, especially against teams that sit back and know how to counter. We've been punished again. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Is it time for Eric to go? Is it the players? This is Between the Lines podcast. Make sure you click like on the video, please. Make sure you subscribe already if you haven't. See you on the next one. Peace out. Between the Lines.